Okay guys, so I want to talk to you about our new car detail. This is probably one of our most popular services. So I thought I'd actually do a video on exactly what happens in a new car detail. So I'm going to talk you through the complete process. I'll show you what products are used, and this will be just great for, you know, future customers as well that want to book in for our new car detail. So let's go and check out the car in question. So new car detail on a brand new M240i, absolutely brand spanking new, just been delivered straight to us. And first things first, we're outside. I'm not going to film the whole wash process, but this is just sitting with the foam, so it's going to be washed, decontaminated, and then we'll bring it into the shop, so you'll catch me at that point. But right, so car's come in, it's been washed and prepared. Obviously we've got it inside, and now we are working through the interior. So interior's had a nice vacuum. We like to leave our stripes, and then as part of the interior protection, we do leather guard on the leather seats, steering wheel, and if there's a leather dash or any leather on the door cards, leather guard. Leather guard is actually anti-abrasive as well, so if you've got a lighter coloured interior, it will stop the dye transfer between like jeans, particularly blue jeans, on light coloured. And then we use smart fabric. This one's a little bit stinky on the carpet. If there was any fabric on the seat, we do that too, and that is really a comprehensive protection for the interior. So this is all included in the new car protection. So we're about to button up the interior. Then I'll show you what we do with the bodywork and the glass and the wheels. The Rupes machine, so all nice and top-end machinery. We've got the yellow Rupes pad, and we're using Koshchemi F6 compound, and we're just going to polish this new car. You're probably thinking why, so let me show you. If you look there, now I can't see this, but I think you will. Can you see those light scratches across here? There's just a few areas where there's those type of wash marring. So what we're going to do is we're just going to polish the whole car. This is part of our new car detail. So I'm going to get Neil to polish this section so you can actually see what happens. Nice. So starting on a spreading speed, which is what he's done. He's spread, and now he's working at a lower speed for a few passes. When he's happy, he'll bring the speed up, which works at polish and compound in a certain way and gets the abrasives working, and then he'll slow it back down for his final pass for the polish to do its work. We can do larger sections because the car's not having intensive correction work. And that is how the whole car will be polished. On, and we've got our Roots Hybrid. Now, I was just saying to Neil, do you think the dealer, when they're doing your car, remember their job is to sell the car, my job is to do this protect. Do you think the dealer's invested in small machines like this so I can tackle little areas like this? Fantastic, versatile machine that allows us to get in all these little nooks and crannies. And do the job properly. Now, every new car detail is different, and some clients, as well as their just the standard new car package, they add on PPF. If you didn't know, we are one of the very few Suntech official PPF install centres in the UK. I think one of about 5 official ones. So I'm going to show you some of the pieces that we're putting on this car as per the customer's request. So we're going to be doing a custom piece for the front of this, wrapped into this inner section here. It's got no splash guards on the rear here. So I am using the BMW M4 splash guards, and I'm going to butt it up to this section here, you know, neatly on this line, or maybe just past it. I'll try it on the car. And then also the client wanted some on that bottom section there, round there, and tucked into this inner section here. So yeah, let's get on with it and show you how we install the PPF section parts of this new car detail. These are pre-cut pieces. Solution wise, let's start from the beginning. I use my pink squeegee, nice and soft. I've got my slip solution. My tack solution is just hot water. So what I'm going to do here, just give this a very light dusting of water, like so. We peel our piece. Plotters, I'm going to hold this up, spray it again towards the vehicle. And then what I can do now is just slide this into a position that I want. Now, I'm going to have to overlap this a little bit, slightly, shall we say, and trim off this bottom corner. But if I can get it neat, because remember, this isn't for this car, there is no splash guards for this car. So what I'll do, if I place that like there, and this was a really good choice by this customer to have these installed. Any PPF done as part of the new car detail is subject to an additional discount that's listed on the website. I'm not going to say that now because this video that discount tier may change at a later time, but it will be listed on the detailing page on the website. Drop down menu of the new car detail, and on that kind of drop down box you've got all the prices and whatnot, and your discounts are there listed. So that is my first piece of PPF applied, and it looks great. I'm really pleased with that. So now I'm going to lift up this bottom section. I'm going to flush out the bottom bit here because that's the bit I need to trim. Get that down. I can leave that overhanging for a little bit, like so. Let those edges dry, and then I'm going to trim off those final sections here. Front section complete. Side shield now complete. Trim lead at the bottom here, and lower section here wrapped into here. So now we're moving to the ceramic work. The body's all been polished. The PPF has been applied to the sides, both sides. And now we are about to apply, well, we've applied most of the car with the first ceramic. So this is Crystal Serum Light. And how we apply this is we put it onto a kind of pad, which is then you layer it up on the pad, which I'm going to show you this process. And then we spread it and blend it across the panel. So the complete car's been done at this point, bar the side skirts and the rear bumper. So I'm going to move to the rear bumper and show you how we apply the first stage of the ceramics. The second stage is EXO V5, which is a hydrophobic topper, which makes things a lot easier to maintain, hydrophobic, whereas this one is really that solid base that we need to keep the scratches and the wash marring at bay. So I'm going to move to the rear of the car, and Neil's going to demonstrate on a small section on how we've applied this to the full body of the car. But in short, we're talking 30 by 30 sections, apply the ceramic, and then we blend it forward. But I'll show you that process with EXO so you can see how the first one was laid up, and then we'll move there. But now let's move to the rear of the car and I'll show you how we do this process. So this pad is already saturated. Neil's put 2 drops on there, and now he's applying it into or onto the panel. So if you squash this up, I'd say that would make about 30 by 30. You might even just see this. Yeah, you can just see it there being applied. He's going in the other direction as well. He's making sure. Then he's got his 2 rags, one to level. So he's leveling the coating with this first one, making sure we don't get any over wipe over onto other panels, because this stuff will make a mess if you leave it behind. And then we're going to buff it now with the second rag. These are clean rags for this car. They'll be thrown away after this car. Every car has brand new microfibers. Concentrating on these difficult to reach areas, and then he's going to move back, same on the other side, and that's how you apply it to the complete body of the car. We check that we've got no overwipe, and that needs, once these have been layered up, we'll have lunch, we'll then layer up EXO. So we talked a little bit about EXO. This is the second product that goes on the Paintwork. So let me show you how EXO goes. So what we do, this is the initial. So we've got 2, really want to saturate that pad, and then we can apply this a lot bigger than or in a lot larger sections than CSL. So if I start here, and I'll see how this material goes. So look, I'm drawing in this, I'm colouring in this square. I'm getting tongue-tied, guys. And it's just starting to run out as I'm getting to this point now. So I'm gonna go back on myself, and that's perfect. That's what I wanna see. Not too much. And guys, this is done across the complete car. Again, do you think the dealers are really doing this properly? I think some of them are. I think some of the higher end ones are, but I think your average one isn't. So I wouldn't apply to any more size than this with what I've just put on the pad. So now, fresh rags again. So Neil will have thrown away his rags and started again. I'm gonna go with the long pole side, and we're just gonna catch the outside. And we're just gonna level this coating. That's all I wanna do. I'm not trying to buff it off. I'm just trying to level it at this point. So you'll see it's looking pretty terrible at the moment and very blotchy. Feels great under the hand. And then now this is my important stage, because we don't want this left on the paint. In temperature and humidity is important. We've got solar panels on the roof, and we can pretty much heat the space to up to about 30 degrees if we so desire. And it just keeps everything just behaving properly, spreading properly, and curing properly, most importantly. So that is EXO applied, and what we'll do now is, you've seen me do that quarter, it'll be that quarter, that quarter, that quarter, and then we'll whack down the side of the car, roof, back, bumpers, and at that point we'll then leave it for 12 hours and she's all done. So the wheels, we're using C5 wheel armour, G-Technic, a couple of little drops on there, and we're just gonna, you can see it going on the wheel here. The wheels have also been cleaned outside, and in here we use alcohol. We'll probably get our hands in the barrel again for all the little nooks and crannies that you can't get to, but this is what we do. And then what I like to do sometimes when I get to halfway, just give it a little bit more. And just make sure you're getting everything in the wheel. I tend to start at the valve. I usually start at the valve and work back to the valve, so you've got a reference point. And then the last port of call is to remove the coating. Now, some customers pay extra to have the wheels removed and we do the barrels. Those options are all listed on the new car detail tab on the detailing page. Here is the final product, and that is Clear Vision Smart Glass. And now I'm just going to show you a small snippet of it going on the screen. So here we go. On the pad, and then we literally just circle it on over the entire screen. The screen will have 3 coatings with 5-minute intervals, waiting for the last one at 15 minutes. And then the sides will have 1 coating and all the way around, and this will be a 5-minute removal interval. But the key one is that front screen, because we want that longevity. So there's 3 coatings, each one with a 5-minute gap, leaving the last one for 15 minutes. So one of the finales of the job, obviously we've done all our work as you've seen, and now the customer gets their G-Technic box or pack, and it's got microfibers, 2 microfibers, you've got a drying towel in here, we've got perfect glass, we've got quick detailer, G-wash, iron fallout, bug remover, and tyre dressing. Of course, one of our cards in there. That goes in the trunk of the car to finish the service. And here is the finished article. So you've seen everything we've done. You've seen everything from the prep to the interior work, glass, wheels, bodywork, how it's polished, and that is the final result. A black car with optically perfect reflections. Can't hide from these lights. We've got 10 inspection lights all around the unit. Car looks perfect. It's not often we see cars coming out of the dealership to this standard. What we've done here would be what we would do for a dealership called, and the package would be called Platinum Plus. This package would be for the dealerships. They charge £1,500 plus for these packages. Not one of ours even touches that, even with the PPF on this vehicle. So as I said, you've seen the vehicle prepared. We've done the PPF down this section here and here with these splash guards. Some customers might choose to have the full car done, or the front end, or the varying packages we do. Interiors all locked off, and a beautiful interior is nicely prepared with your stripes on the mats, and there we go. In the top of the window on this side of the vehicle is the warranty certificate number, and then we'll have a proper warranty card that will be presented to the owner when the car's being handed over. And this one is actually due to be handed over within the next 15 minutes. So I hope that helps give you an idea of what happens on our new car detail. And if you'd like any more information, drop us a DM, drop us an email, or give me a call. Thanks, guys. And there is the final piece. Doesn't that look lovely?